Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a casual yet sort of chic makeup look for you. Let's get started. And with a casual workplace chic look, this is not what suits that. So yeah, let's fix that first. Vintage chic is obviously optional. Like I just love vintage style, so I always go for like vintage outfits. In my spare time at least, because at work we wear work clothes, so yeah, that's different. Still though, you can just wear any blouse or whatever kind of outfits you like consider a sort of nice outfit. Wow, the lighting keeps changing. Anyway, because the makeup look will fit with both modern and more vintage inspired vibes. And for said makeup look, we're just gonna start off with an eye primer. Oh, by the way, just a warning about the lighting in this video. It is sunny yet somewhat cloudy outside. Yes, welcome to the weather report of today. But yeah, that means that the lighting is going to change like a gazillion times, because I prefer to have a combination of lighting with that is natural and lighting from my lamps. Which is another way to say that I'm too lazy to close the curtains. For eyeshadow today we're going to go for cheap. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Pro Slim eyeshadow palette in Neon Earth, which has neutral colors and is cheap, which is exactly what I like to go for on a working day. I also just realized I'm wearing a white skirt and I don't have the guts to like attempt to do this without ruining it, so I'm just going to put something on my lap. Be right back. Anyway, the reason by the way, yes, I actually have a pair of sweatpants on my lap now. I know myself. Anyway. But yeah, I'm just doing a neutral shade on the eyelid first with a big fluffy blender. But what I was gonna say, the reason why I prefer to use cheap palettes for working days. Well, basically your colleagues probably, like depending on what kind of job you do, where you work, your type of colleagues. But like I know mine aren't really going to pay attention to my face that much anyway. Is it just me or is it getting lighter and lighter? Anyway, is it too dark now? I'm really not sure. I'll fix it in editing. Anyway, but yeah, the point is, I know my colleagues don't really care about what my face looks like. So yeah, using a very, very expensive palette might look a little bit different from very much up close, but no one is going to pay that much attention. And I really just, I'm well aware that I put on this makeup just for me, because I enjoy it. And I enjoy wearing cheap makeup as much as I enjoy wearing expensive makeup, so I might as well go for the cheap stuff. I'm just deepening up the outer corner and the outer part of the crease now, with a darker eyeshadow shade and a smaller brush. And by the way, I am calling this like, okay, I'm not completely sure yet what I'm gonna name this video, to be fair, but yeah, a workplace chic kind of look. It doesn't mean that I actually wear this look to work on a daily basis at all. Like realistically, to work, I most of the time wear only a little bit of concealer beneath my eyes and a little bit of eyebrow gel. And just don't feel compelled to wear makeup. Like you don't have to wear makeup to work. You don't have to wear makeup at all if you don't want to. Like your colleagues probably aren't, like I said, aren't going to actually care what your face looks like. They're probably going to care far more if you're actually a, you know, good colleague. Talk about like having to wear makeup, like forcing yourself to wear makeup. Like I can't remember where I read it, but a little while back I actually read this article about a woman who actually, like, and I feel like I've read the same thing in like multiple different articles about multiple different women, so I don't know how common this thing is. But like that they don't actually show their face to their partner, like their actual like partner who they live with daily, day and night. they don't show their face without makeup. And I can't help but to think that it's probably just a very, very lonely feeling to literally live with your loved one and still feel the need to, well, not hide your face necessarily, not make yourself look prettier than you are or anything, but to make yourself look different, to like cover how you actually look and change how you look just to feel good enough for them. Oh, and also, this might just be an age thing, at the risk of making myself sound really, really old. I'm only 30, almost 31 actually. Anyway, but the point is, yeah, like I don't feel like a grown-up sometimes, you know. But still, going from a shimmery to a matte pale shade, by the way. But I feel like back in the day when I was younger, I used to actually be different about that. Like I used to be the type of person who would not want to leave the house, or at least not go into public, darker matte shade, without at least some mascara on, because otherwise my eyelashes were pale and couldn't deal with that. Terrible, terrible, and like I completely got over that, basically. I mean, I don't know, like the older you get, you sort of realize that other people, like, they don't actually care that much about what you look like. Like, they're probably going to care about as much about what you look like as you care about what they look like. And that's not excessively much. So, yeah, like, I totally just don't feel like that anymore, you know? Like, I'll just go grocery shopping now without any makeup on and wearing sweatpants because whatever. Like, I'll also go grocery shopping in a full glam look with a dress on. I just don't care because really, it doesn't matter. Then it's time for some eyeliner. Oh, and one specific example of, like, you know, just wear whatever you want and people will accept it and deal with it. This hairdo, not the actual headband, because if I wear a headband the entire day, I don't know, it starts to get physically annoying to me. I'm not vintage conscious enough to actually deal with it. But I do actually wear this, like, type of bangs every day. Because it's really quick and easy to do, and it's actually less annoying than to have my bangs constantly in my face and get all greasy from my greasy face. And yeah, like totally the first few times, I don't think my colleagues watch my videos, or my supervisor. If so, they will recognize themselves at this point, because yes, I did get the remark a couple of times of, did you forget to take your rolling pin out of your hair? No, I did not. I actually do this on purpose. Thank you very much. But it's all in good fun, and it's just, you know, it's just, yeah, like, why wouldn't you just wear whatever you want? Like, it's not like people are going to, like, again, depending on your workplace, and quite frankly, if you work somewhere where people will harshly judge you for that and treat you different or ignore you because you don't look how they want you to look, as long as, like, you're, like, going with, like, company rules, of course. But yeah, if you work in a workplace where if you just stick to the company rules but still like express yourself and people hate you for it, maybe look for a different job, because that sounds like a very unhealthy work environment. But if you work in a fun workplace, people just aren't going to care. And to be fair, I also regularly tell the people I work with that their hair looks like a bird's nest or that they look really, really ancient. So to be fair, I kind of have it coming anyway. Oh, and just a little bit of a disclaimer before I accidentally, like, you know, influence younger viewers possibly the wrong way. I work in a workplace that's pretty, like, you know, informal, obviously. If you get your first job and you don't know how formal the workplace is yet, then don't, like, walk in and immediately start, you know, saying stuff like that to your colleagues, because that might not end well. Fair warning. Oh, by the way, just a small little trick if I want to contour but don't want to contour. Just follow me here. I use a translucent powder everywhere I want a bit of highlight, and I use a slightly too dark for me foundation powder on the rest of my face. Just gives a very natural effect. And then just applying my usual peach colored blush on top of it. Oh, and I'm skipping highlight because, well, one, I'm very, well, not very oily. Not as oily as I used to be. But I'm still kind of oily, so my face gets shiny enough throughout the day. I don't need to add to that. And also, a highlight isn't particularly vintage style. Back to the eyes for a moment to just do a highlight. Wow, my other mirror is totally not aimed at my face. I'm just using the first shade I used, the neutral shade. You see what I'm applying. I'm just trying to make my outer corner, look darker. But anyway, this totally also goes for outfits, by the way. Like, I wear vintage outfits almost every day these days. Even if you see my last vlog, my latest vlog. The road trip I went to at the beginning of February to Germany. Even then I just wore a vintage skirt the entire time. The same vintage skirt the entire week actually. And like, okay, people might have looked, I didn't actually notice that much. But they totally, like, no one said anything weird, you know. Because really, if you just wear it, I'm meanwhile just down here looking for an eye pencil, by the way. Found it. Anyway, but if you just look confident, if you are confident, then, you know, it's totally fine. Like, you're not going to be stared at weirdly. You're not going to have to feel awkward or anything. Try it out sometime. Then on to lashes. Let's not look at the mess for too long. I'm going for outer corner lashes only and with a clear lash band, so quite natural. And yeah, just apply those with lash glue. Duh. By the way, I'm using a new lash glue, or at least new to me, by Kryolan. I didn't read any instructions. It's slightly cheaper than the one by Duo, but it's also in a smaller container, so I think price-wise it's about the same. Yeah, I hope it works. Oh, and to just put a little bit of a disclaimer on what I just told you. Not about the lash glue, but like before that, about the like clothing and like wear whatever outfit or hairdo you want. If someone does make a nasty comment about you, it says a lot more about them than about you. So always keep that in mind as well. Okay, if that just looked like a struggle just now, hello camera, talk about struggle. Anyway, that was not because of the lash glue or because of the lashes, but just because I somehow managed to wear this, hold this thing really weirdly. The lash glue is fine. What I always do is just hold it for about 30 seconds or until it gets slightly clear. I gotta admit I never count. But then it's immediately sticky, it just holds onto it, you don't need a lot, and it doesn't really have much of a scent to it, which is also very nice. Oh, and another little disclaimer, if I wear makeup to work, I actually never wear false lashes with it. Like, that's just, to me, a little bit too much of an effort for work. I just really wanted to try out the lash glue. Then some mascara on top of it, just to blend my own lashes together with the falsies. And then we only have the lips left to do. I'm going to go for classic red with a lip pencil and a gloss. I have not tried the gloss before, so can't wait. And that leaves us with the final results. The lip gloss sort of tastes like the white gooey inside of a Kinder Bueno candy bar. It's weird, but I like it. But like, if you don't like very candy-like flavors in your lip products, you might want to pass on this. I really like it. I also really like the gloss. It's absolutely gorgeous. I gotta admit, now that I'm looking at it, if I were to actually wear this to work, I would totally go for a matte lipstick and not for this, because I sort of feel like if I would like eat a sandwich for lunch right now, then it would be like all over my face, and like, you know, it would probably be a good sort of amusement to my colleagues, but like not exactly the sort of thing I try to go for. Yeah. But quite frankly, it's too pretty to take it off, so I'm just going to wear it anyway. Yeah. But yeah, that's just a small advice. Like, yeah, if you're actually going to wear this to work. For now anyway, this is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, either my chatting or, you know, the actual makeup, or both. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. It would really help me out because it makes YouTube suggest my videos more often to new people. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, you can also subscribe to my channel. I do makeup tutorials most of the time. I also do vlogs, sometimes nail art tutorials, sometimes other videos, whatever strikes my fancy. And yeah, for now as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!